Halo Infinite failed. Deal with it, nerd. So it's safe to say, after, lack of updates, content, and just a variety of other things, that Halo Infinite flopped like a fish out of water. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing at this point. The multiplayer, and as someone who praised the multiplayer, it's not it. It's just they haven't done anything that they promised, which was to release a ton of content, and that it would be like a constant patching or updating of the game so that way it felt very fresh and new, and that seems to not have happened at all. And it's kind of stupid because, like, you basically released a multiplayer only game with the campaign pretty much coming out weeks later with no Forge, no Firefight, no nothing until later, and they've delayed Forge. I think Firefight, I don't know. I haven't really followed it much anymore because at this point it's just embarrassing. And as someone who was very excited to see this game come out and like see maybe this rejuvenated Halo franchise IP whatever, because yeah, I saw the trailers. It looked great. It looked amazing. It looked like they were going back to their roots, but that doesn't seem it. The multiplayer is not bad. I think it's a good hybrid between the mix of just the new players and the old players, and it gives them kind of the best of both worlds, Hannah Montana. But I think at the end of the day, what it doesn't do is add enough content. I mean, without Forge, there's nothing there. You're basically just playing the same maps over and over. There's probably, maybe 5 or 6 maps, if that, and you're recycling content all the time. And it's just, at that point, like, yeah, you could release new seasons with new skins and stuff, but, like, it's kind of dumb. And apparently they're adding a BR, which, give me a break, homie. Like, I'm going to go up against Dr. Disrespect here and basically say that I think that's dumb. Don't do that. Don't conform to the Battle Royales. Apparently that will probably be announced at some point soon. If it hasn't already, I don't know. I don't care about Halo as much as I used to because at this point, it feels like I just got a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, 343, I don't think fully knows what they're doing. And then, to be honest, like, how did you fail? You've had, like, a ton of time to release a new game. I don't get, like, you have so many years in between games. The other thing I want to say, and this might be a hot take, the campaign wasn't great. I liked the story. I thought it was a great story, and like a lot of the cutscenes and a lot of the narrative that was happening around the Master Chief and the weird pilot man and the Cortana thing and the big twist where Cortana was the other Cortana that you were holding the whole entire time. Spoilers for the game that in which it's been out since, I don't know, December. So I think that stuff was cool, but the free roaming and all the little like grappling tool, while that was cool, like there was nothing really interesting about the world. It was just cool, like animals. Like I liked how they had like some sort of environment where the animals were running around and stuff. But other than that, it was pretty much take out this guy who is kind of high value. Like, why is there 30 different high valued targets on one planet? Like, why does that make any sense to anybody? And they didn't really seem to do anything with that. Plus, you also had like things where characters, I mean, like, I don't know, I would call in like, I don't know, a warthog or something, it would come down and kill like a random NPC, which was funny. I found that fun, but other than that, like, I don't care. Like, I don't think anything else besides that was that good. Like, you also had, like I said, the high value targets. There's like a million of them everywhere, which is like in a weird narrative point. Like, why? And then there's no real good payoff for any of that. And then you also have the rescuing of the fire teams that are around you, because what I thought was going to happen when I was rescuing fire teams was that maybe I'd find like Lasky and Palmer from the previous games, which would have been like a really good idea to, carry on the story a little bit. But like they didn't do that, or they, just seemed to like go, congrats, you did a thing. Here's a gun or something, a different version of the gun that you currently own. And I thought that was kind of dumb. And like you get points to unlock more that's in your fire base or whatever that's close by, or all your fire bases. But other than that, like, that stuff's dumb. It's like, what, I get a cool warthog or variant of a gun that I already own? Like, seriously, who cares? It doesn't matter at all. So that's just kind of my view on Halo Infinite's campaign. But the multiplayer, I feel like the battle pass it took too long to unlock different like tiers of your battle pass, and I thought that was really dumb as someone who hasn't really played the game much, probably over the last few months. The most I played it was back in December or November when the multiplayer first launched. But without content, it doesn't matter. Your game could have just the most perfect game in terms of mechanics, the maps that you release, everything. But if you have no content at the end of the day, and you're not going to continuously add content, because even for a game that is, by the standards of even like the old Halos, this is no content. There's nothing here. Like, there are games like Halo 3 I feel like has more content than this at launch. And to me, that's ridiculous. This game, it's 2022, man. I mean, I get it. It's probably harder to, like, make maps, and it's probably more costly, but at the end of the day, what's it matter? Why not just release a ton of maps? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And I guess they pushed back this, I don't know. They've pushed back Forge, they've pushed back Firefight, they've done all these things. It just doesn't make any sense to me as a player, as a fan of the franchise. It doesn't make any sense. But again, I haven't played this game in months because there's nothing here to play, which is a huge problem. And I guess it's this kind of overarching problem that's in gaming right now as a whole. But again, I think Halo failed because at the end of the day, 343 couldn't release or make good on the promises that they actually made, where they were going to continuously release content over the next few months. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think of Halo Infinite? Do you think it's good or bad? Do you like the story? Do you not like the story? What do you think in the comments? Please let me know. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. And, well, bye.